This particular system is capable of capturing up to 3,000 license plates in an hour. We have 2 forward-facing cameras and 1 side-facing camera. The side-facing camera is out at a 90-degree angle, and it's basically for doing parking lot applications. I can go into a parking lot of a shopping center and drive down the lanes of the parking lot, and as I'm doing that, I'm running every single license plate in that parking lot. The forward-facing cameras, one is forward-facing to the lane to the left, and one is forward-facing to the lane to the right. And what I'm getting there is typically oncoming cars, and the camera to the right would be either cars in the number 2 lane or cars that are parked along the side of the road. So what the screen gives you here is it gives you an overview picture of the vehicle. The software then isolates the license plate and it gives you the plate patch. And what you see here in the yellow box above the plate patch is what the software actually read the plate to be. At the beginning of the shift, before we go out, before we deploy the system, we get a daily download from CPIC and from Motor Vehicle Branch Records, the ICBC database. Those downloads basically consist of all of the stolen vehicle license plates in British Columbia, all of the vehicle license plates associated to uninsured vehicles, license plates associated to unlicensed drivers, and license plates associated to uninsured vehicles. But any time a vehicle with a BC license plate comes into the field of view of any of the cameras, what will happen is the camera will take a picture of the vehicle. The software itself will isolate the license plate from that vehicle, and it will send it into an onboard computer. And that onboard computer has the hot lists uploaded into it. If there is a match from the photograph against any of the vehicles that are in the hot list, then we get an audible alarm here on the computer screen. So one of the other applications for this system is to frequently check parking lots for vehicles that are of interest to the police. And we have a hit on this vehicle. What does it say here? Stolen from Vancouver, suspect in an armed robbery. Well, looks like we've got our first hit of the day. So we've checked the hit on this Chevy Lumina, the stolen vehicle out of Vancouver. It is confirmed stolen at this time. It was used yesterday in an armed robbery. So what we're going to do now is we're going to maintain observation of the vehicle. We'll call in the surveillance team and they can have a look at it. We also have ALPR systems installed into marked cars, and those marked cars will focus primarily on traffic enforcement responsibilities, going after uninsured vehicles and prohibited drivers and unlicensed drivers. But auto theft and traffic enforcement only scratch the surface of what ALPR is capable of doing. We also have future considerations in regards to national security sites, the ports, the airports, the Olympic Games that are coming up. We've got counterterrorism and organized crime. ALPR is going to revolutionize the way we police in North America.
The Long Beach Police Department has recently acquired new technology that allows officers to automatically read license plates and compare them to wanted vehicle databases. This is called ALPR, or Automated License Plate Recognition. Each ALPR vehicle has 3 cameras mounted on the light bar that can read license plates in all weather and in complete darkness. Each camera contains both the color overview and infrared camera. The system compares plates to 4 databases at this time. We are searching for wanted felony vehicles, local wanted vehicles, stolen vehicles, and vehicles with lost or stolen license plates. If the system finds a match in a database, the officer will be alerted both visually and audibly. Now we want to get all the new information, all the stolen vehicles that are out in the field. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hit begin shift. The process is wireless. It's now uploading all the databases, and it's done. What we're seeing is typically between 3,000 and 4,000 plates a shift being read and compared to the database, opposed to the old way, which is just manually inputting plates in the computer. The quickest guy, I think we saw 150, 200 a shift. So you're comparing a lot of information that you normally just would have driven right by to databases. So basically, you're just cruising down the lot. You could be going 50 miles an hour, and it will read them. Obviously, the slower you go, the better. But it's pretty efficient. I'm going 80, and it's catching the cars going the opposite direction that I'm sure are going at least 80. And if you're driving along, and the computer actually sees the car, you'll get a hit. And it takes about 1 second from when the camera sees it to when it displays it on the screen. But it automatically pops up, so you don't have to worry about fumbling with the computer and all that kind of stuff. And to verify it, obviously, you just go back to your Tiburon screen. If something happens and you're on a call and say a 211 goes out, you have the ability to manually input plates into the system as well. To do that, what you'll do is you'll just hit manual plate entry. Let's do this truck up here. Call goes out. It's 7 Charles 65885, right? Hit plate.
No match in database.
There's no match in the system. We're just going to make a note. It's just going to be a test, but you can put whatever you wanted into there. Hit save. Now the next time you see it, he's going to turn off, but as soon as it sees the plate, the alarm will go off. And it gives you all the information that you inputted, gives you a picture of the car, the plate as it saw it, and then the plate as it interpreted it to be. The machine will keep every single read that you've collected until you downshift or end shift. Just hit the next button, and you can actually toggle through every single plate that you read. What's neat, this information is downloaded or uploaded to the server, or we can actually use it for data mining. So if you want to know, was this plate for Robert David Nora 096 seen in the city of Long Beach by one of our license plate readers, you can query the plate, and every single time it's been seen that we still have in the database, it'll bring up the picture and the information with the timestamp. It's not showing here, but we have a timestamp and a GPS coordinate, and you can map the location of the vehicle. So if you have a murder vehicle, a 187 vehicle with a plate that you have, you could query the system to see where in the past it's been seen.